Welcome to Man Matters Podcast with me, Darwin, and Nate. For this episode, we're going to have a Halloween podcast episode. We go over some scary shit, martial arts, MMA. So buckle up your cups, keep your nuts tight. Because it's gonna be a tough one to get through.
It's good, yeah. This will be a good one. There's quite a few good topics that are terrifying.
Yeah, first one, we're gonna go over real monster of the cage that have of some of the fighters that we have had seen like throughout the years. We'll try to skip the ones that have criminal records, like the guy that is he had the biggest heist in, I think he's over there in the UK. Murphy or something like that, Murray. He like
Murray?
a big heist. Yeah. I can't remember his name, but he's like the biggest heist. He's an MMA fighter overseas.
That's crazy. I don't know how I haven't heard of that.
Lee Murray, that's the name.
That's funny. Where 53,000, I guess that's euros. I don't know. Of cash banknotes belonging to the Bank of England were stolen. Wow. February 22, 2006.
Yeah. He pulled the biggest bank heist ever. There's a TV series about it. Cashin Lightning.
Dang, he's smart. He can fight. He's a... Dang. How'd he get caught, I wonder? I'll have to watch it.
Yeah, I'll have to watch it. The reason called it Cashin Lightning because that's his nickname. Lightning, Lee Murray.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. And then all of the ones, a War Machine. We don't want to talk about that guy. Remember him? War Machine?
War Machine? No, I don't.
He's the one that beat up his girlfriend. She's a porn star. I was a
That's
man.
right. Yeah. Wow.
Real piece of shit. That guy. Matt Serra didn't like him, even when he was in the show.
Really?
The Ultimate Fighter, yeah, he didn't like it at all.
That's
in that case.
War Machine. Is this okay, UFC. There we go. Oh, there he is. That looks about right.
He has a grenade on his hand as a tattoo.
Not supposed to use those on your girlfriend. Holy
I know, right?
grenades or hands.
Yeah. I think he beat up his girlfriend and her boyfriend.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Yeah. Make it make sense.
Wild. Wow,
Yeah.
that guy, yeah.
Yeah, that's scary. That's sort of scary one. We're just going to, right now, we're just going to keep her in the cage. Not as criminal. We're going to try to talk about some of the fighters that seemed like they were invisible at the time. And like, for example, like Sea Level Kane, which the nickname was Sea Level Kane was because whenever he fought Verdun, it seemed like fighting at high elevation was his Achilles, even though he was fighting what you would think would be home in Mexico City. If he lost against Verdun there.
Okay, so, all right. Explain that one more time.
Because his cardio like was shit when he was at high altitude.
Okay.
That's why I call it Sea Level Kane. As soon as he's fine at sea level, he'll be fine. He will have cardio for day. He beat the shit out of Brock Lesnar. He beat the hell out of Junior Dos Santos like a regular altitude. But as soon as he went high altitude,
yeah,
he was out of the equation. His cardio was shit.
That's wild, huh? You'd think you'd, okay. I mean, I know it makes a big difference, but I would think if you have really good cardio, at normal elevation, then you'd at least have okay cardio the higher. Huh.
Yeah, well, what's his name? Verdun was talking about that because he had another fight there. I think it was against Mark Hunt, and he learned that he had to get there before like to acclimate to the area. Before because for that fight he got tired. So I think he got there for like once a month to 2 weeks before the fight against Kane. So he started training there. He has like Nick Corson. He's a good guy, like for his strength condition. I don't know if at the time he was this strength conditioning guy, but he's a good physical conditioning guy like Maranovich. He's like, but Jim Velasquez, I think he got there like a week before the fight. It's high altitude. It's higher than Denver.
Really?
Yeah. Look, let me see what's X-Factor. 7,349.
Okay.
Denver's 2,000 feet.
2,000. Wow. That's a lot. Wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can imagine that takes some getting used to. I
I
mean,
think
didn't some of the guys, was there a recent Denver card or Colorado card, I mean? I don't know
there was
why I have
you
that in
won
my head.
championship.
What's that?
One championship had one recently.
Okay. Yeah, that's right.
UFC had a
That's
Utah.
yeah.
Utah is highest as well.
Okay. Yeah, that would be yeah. I can't yeah. I wonder how long it normally takes to get used to that kind of elevation.
I'm not sure. It also depends on your condition is.
True. Yeah.
It depends on conditioning. Getting the hell. I'm getting off topic right now, but the U.S. soccer guy, this guy is Klinsmann. That's a German coach for the United States soccer team. I think it was for the 2014 World Cup elimination. United States trying to qualify for the World Cup. They had to play against Costa Rica. So they made Costa Rica play them in Denver in the snow. Where do you see Costa Rica have snow in high altitude?
Dang. Yep. Yep.
Warfare.
Yeah, you need how to let people know you need all the help you can get. That's
Yeah,
wild.
yeah,
Those poor guys had never seen anything like that.
yeah. They had no chance. How do you
No.
prepare for a soccer game for 90 minutes running?
Right. I don't think you do.
Yeah, and then in Costa Rica, where do you see snow there?
Yeah. That's
That's brutal.
brutal.
That's what was brutal. Like, yeah. Another one's that this will probably chalk it up to some performance enhancing for the nicknames will be Wolverine. Like that was like undefeated at the time. He was like Strike Force champion, Dream champion. The other organization, he was champion because he was just yoked. That's when he beat Brock Lesnar in the New Year's Eve card. He was just
Okay.
ring. Allegedly, he was he said he was horse meat at the time.
Yeah.
Well, now he's vegan though. Allegedly, he's vegan now.
Dang.
What a change.
For
Well,
real,
this is
yeah.
now. I mean, this is them. And this is Wolverine back in the day.
Yeah, that guy's an animal. Oh my gosh. Ready to rip somebody to shreds.
Oh yeah. Look at Joe Hogan back here. And look at him now. This is now that he's a vegan. Look at the difference.
No way. That doesn't even look like the same dude.
Way.
That's crazy.
See the difference?
I'm not going vegan. It's not happening.
Never.
I can't handle that. I'd be a twig.
Nothing but dick and ribs.
For real.
Yeah, that's what happens when you go vegan. Wolverine. Another one's TRT Vitor.
TRT Vitor.
He had mostly eyebrows. He was crazy. Look at him. Look at the difference.
Yeah. Yeah. That's funny. Yeah.
This
That
one,
is
right? I think that's when he
huge.
fought Chris Wyman for the title. He got beat. This right here, this is the one I think that knocked out Chris. On the one on the left was the one that knocked out Chris Bisping eyeball at his face.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Punch him near the back of the head or something?
No, I think it was a high kick.
Oh, okay.
Yes, a high kick. They touched his retina. That's a high kick. A big difference.
Yeah.
Just that's why the TRT they made it illegal because people like him. It wasn't illegal, but the levels that he was like 6 times it was supposed to be illegal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dang.
They almost scratched that fight between him and John Jones because he was like
Yeah.
so high
Yeah.
on natural levels. Another one
Gotcha.
was pre-USADA. I would say Johnny. You remember Johnny Hendricks before? Remember Johnny Hendricks? He was
Yeah,
170.
I think so. Yeah.
He was knocking out everybody. He at 170.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember. Yeah. Okay.
He's knocking out everybody at 170. Like he almost beat George St. Pierre. I was saying he
Mm,
beat George St. Pierre in that fight, but after USADA, he was not the same.
funny. I can't imagine what changed.
Yeah, no, right? Because George St. Pierre, the reason he left the UFC was because like he said some people were using. He was like fair for him.
Yeah.
The time he took a hiatus was because of that people were using and the organization wasn't doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, I don't know if you want to chuck that up to, he tore his bicep, Johnny Hendricks, after he
Mm-hmm.
won the title against Robbie Lawler. Um, but like after that, he wasn't able to make weight again. Then he was the same. Who retired him? Paulo Costa retired him from the UFC. Took him out of the UFC. That's his last fight.
Okay.
I can't remember. He didn't even make 185. He used to fight 170. His thing was big rig.
Look at that. Extreme Couture, Johnny Hendricks. Assuming that's him, but
Which one?
I think if you scroll up, or I don't see it there. It must be down then. Yeah, right there, right there. To the in the blue background and all that. Look, yeah.
No, it's yeah. This right here?
Bottom row, third, very bottom.
Right here?
Yeah, that one.
Versus?
Is that him?
Yeah,
Is
that's
that
him.
him? Okay.
He's WC.
Yeah, that guy's.
Mostly, he was coming off wrestling. He used to wrestle for Oklahoma State. He was 165.
Mm-hmm.
He fought 170.
Okay.
So it makes sense he'd be his prime then, but later on, it makes sense.
Hmm.
But he had a power. He knocked John Fish dead. Like, he had one of those knockouts that he will hit you. He will make you plank.
Really?
Yeah, like just stiff. Boom. Fall back. Knockout.
That yeah,
That
that's
was like some of them would be Pride. Remember some of those Pride fighters that were there?
Mhm.
Like Mirko Crocco, Vanderlei Silva. Some of them were not the same ones as they came to the UFC. I don't know if they're because they're older. Maybe also different rules then, and they end up being used to the cage.
Mm.
Blonde Bronson. So I don't know if you remember Blonde Bronson. He was making a hype about that. He was undefeated because he had a bleached blonde hair.
Yeah. If you think he had bleach blonde hair?
Yeah, he is a different person. You know, blonde hair, Blonde Bronson. He was my teammate while he was in college.
Really?
Yeah, wrestling. Blonde Bronson.
There it is. Hair wasn't done before my last fight. That's funny. I mean, I hear if you bleach your hair, you become a winner.
Yeah.
Happens in Jiu-Jitsu, happens in UFC apparently.
What's his name? Oliveira does that, right? Their team.
Oliveira, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I remember they do that. This is trademark stance. I see him all the time. He stands like that.
Okay. That's funny.
Whenever we would like practice, he was a freak. Like whenever we had to go on the track, we were sprinting our asses off. He was just jogging, make the time like it was nothing. It's like, damn it. Busting ass over here. He is like nothing.
Yeah. Pure athleticism right there.
Yeah. He was like
That's
just catch you
funny.
like in that. He had a nasty 2-on-1 like a Russian.
Mm-hmm.
He's a Russian to take you down, catch you in the cradle, pin you, take his figure off. Well, they try to make weight. He was overweight.
Mm-hmm.
He'd take his do-rag off, step on the scale, make weight. Okay, that's good. So what the hell, man? What else trying to make weight?
That's funny.
So easy. Made it look easy.
Yeah.
Not fair. No, other ones, Mom Dern. My sister Dern, when she was a mom,
Yeah.
She was beating everybody except for the last fight. I'm not spell her name. I can't see darn. We've seen her regular. Her boyfriend right now beat her ex-boyfriend, I think her ex-husband recently.
Wait, so what?
Her current boyfriend? She's beat
Yeah.
her ex-husband recently.
Just beat of dang.
Yeah. I think it was Angela Hill that she was like just put a beating on her. Like striking.
I thought there was one, well, not necessarily recently, but yeah, I thought it was a fight that she had relatively recently had gone her way very well.
I mean, this girl, she's a juggernaut. How do you stop her? Jessica Andrade.
Yeah. Yeah. It's true.
Man, when Mick Maynard calls you like, hey man, you had Jessica Andrade. What? I was having a nice day. You gonna call me about this shit? Look, fire. How long did
Yeah.
it have?
Just a tank.
And you remember what she did to Namajunas? You spike her into the ground, knock her out.
Ooh, I don't remember that. I don't know if I watched that one.
That was for the title. And Rosa
Oh,
Namajunas was losing. And I think Rosa Namajunas was trying to go for a Kimura
yep.
because I think Jessica Andrade was going for like a single leg or something like that against the cage.
Mhm.
And Namajunas was trying to go like for a Kimura, and she just pick her up, flip her, and just dump her on the ground. Came over, knocked her out. That's what
Damn.
she won the title for that weight class.
Damn.
It's just she's like really really tough. Like whenever you fire,
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
no.
Those, yeah.
I wonder if she's going back to doing jiu-jitsu because they're
Yeah. I wonder.
but
She
look at
has
this on
had
the
a
right.
couple recently, hasn't she? A couple matches.
What's that?
I thought Mackenzie Dern had a couple matches recently. I can't
No,
remember
I
what
just
for.
CJA that I can remember.
What's that?
Just CJA recently.
Yeah. She didn't
She had the
she didn't do the
exhibition.
UFC Fight Pass.
Who does she have?
I thought she was on the UFC Fight Pass.
Yeah, she was 7 years. I was in the sport. Then announced her return to from 2024. She was second invited to compete in the 55 kilos division 2024 ADCC. She withdrew from ADCC and instead she competed in the 2020 World Championship and 2022 champion Fiona Davis in the CJI.
Okay.
So she stopped at 17.
Okay. Huh. Must have been. She got mauled by Fiona.
Yeah. Take me and being 7 years off competing just jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. And Fiona's, I mean, very, very good and very active.
Yeah. Who did Fiona Davis beat for the
For what?
ADCC in 2022?
Wasn't it oh my gosh. Wasn't it Gabby?
I want to say it
No,
was
no, no.
her.
That was
Like, it was
wasn't
her.
was it her?
I can't remember if it
I
was her or not.
No, I think it was another girl. Now that I'm thinking about it.
It was Brianna Stemori.
Yeah.
I can't remember who was the girl that she got me with, I guess. I remember she had like a busted nose or something like that. Maybe in 2022. Just a smaller
Mm-hmm.
girl, so
Yeah.
imagine
Yep.
me or her. Most of my kids there beat Gabby too.
She did?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I can't remember when she beat her. Was it? It was the Yi.
Really?
Did she beat her in Yi? I have to look it up now. Damn it. 2015.
Really?
I have to look it up later, but yes, she beat her
Wow.
in 2015.
Wow. And Gabby looks good shape too.
Yeah. And there is a 121 according to here.
That
121
is
pounds
crazy.
is the open that she won. Speaking
I
of
did.
monsters, that's a monster right here. Gabby Garcia.
Yeah.
Imagine having her in the open.
Mm-mm. She is a huge woman. I
Yeah.
wonder
According to
actually
the year, it says over 220 pounds.
6'2". Wow. That's pretty crazy. I didn't realize Mackenzie and her ever paired up, but Yeah, she is definitely.
Yeah, I remember some time ago they went against them, but I can't remember when. Then my
Hmm.
cousin there beat her. Just one of the some weird ones. Like for example, I think Jacare went against Verdun back in the day. Fabrice Verdun.
Okay.
Well, Jacare had a broken arm or like an elbow, something like that. He had his arm in the gi,
What?
and then he put his arm inside the lapel, and then he tied his
Yeah.
belt. He was going against Verdun like that.
Wow.
Yeah,
Talk about facing your
Brazilians, man.
fears, yeah?
Oh yeah, it's overcoming injuries, man.
Yeah.
Leandro Lo was another man. Rest in peace. He's another guy that was like that. I think he went against Buchecha like that with a messed up arm.
I can't imagine that. Buchecha is nothing to joke about.
Oh no, he posted a picture recently of all three of them together. Pena, him, Buchecha, and Leandro Lo in 2019 when they were training for something.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was sad what happened to Leandro Lo.
Well, yeah.
Just somebody had a big ego.
I guess so. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Out of the blue, very sudden. But hmm,
Was it like a off duty, like cop or something like that? They got into an
yeah,
argument within a
yep,
party,
mm-hmm.
and then he went
High
and
club, I
he got
believe.
his gun.
Yep,
Wow.
yeah. Yeah. Ooh, that's brutal. Don't try to
Yeah.
jujitsu again.
Out of hand.
Mm.
You can go over like other like we can go over scary submission. Well, like can you name like a scary submission that you have seen like somebody do?
I mean, yeah. The first thing that comes to mind is the executioner. It just looked like you're gonna break to somebody's neck. But yeah, I mean, if somebody gets you in that position, I don't think there's any getting out of that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just you're done. You're gonna break your neck if you fight. Like, yeah, that's a brutal one.
Yeah, that one some of them like for example leg locks are scary because they're hard to they can get scary like get our hand, no pun intended because the legs. But you can get our hand fast, like they get snapped fast. For example,
Yep.
like the vaporizer, the thing like just you can just blow somebody's knee
Mm-hmm.
in no time. But you can live
Yep.
your life, the rest of your life, like with like you can get surgery and stuff like that. But if you get your neck broken, you get paralyzed from the neck down.
It's true.
How do you
Yeah.
do for there?
Yep. You're done. Leg and ankle injuries you can kind of recover from, but yeah,
Yeah,
paralyzed, not so much.
yeah. That was like a guillotine backwards.
Yep.
Speaking of, I just looking up recently like statistics as far as percentage of like in the 2022 submission totals for the ADCC, and the one that was the highest were mainly neck. For example, guillotine every nigga show with submissions that were submissions attempt and submissions that were actually submitted.
I mean, what is it? Is it UFC?
No, 2022 ADCC.
ADCC? Really? That is that's interesting. I would not have. I don't think I would have really expected that. Because it seemed like the typical uh like pattern that things followed was that you try to take somebody down, you get the takedown, or you don't. Uh, you would somebody would pass the other guy's guard, they would turtle up, and then they go for the back, and either they got the points for that or they didn't. Uh, but I mean that did happen a lot, so I guess the rear naked chokes they're right there. So maybe yeah, I guess that makes sense. But it just
Yeah.
seemed like due to the point system that they have, it was a really it got to be almost a predictable pattern of, past the guy does not want to give up points, so he turtles up in an attempt to not give any points away, and then it's the race for the back at that point.
Yeah, like what currently like here, the totals mostly was points and wins.
Yep.
But then after that was next attacks and of course decision or PQ or injuries were the other ones.
Wow. I'm surprised those are that high. Is this including trials?
I'm not sure.
Because I could see that for the DQs. I also kind of expected legs to be higher than that.
Yeah, because everybody goes for legs. And the legs is tougher for the neck.
Yep.
You would think, I guess guillotine will be there because people are going for takedowns. The neck is right there.
Yeah, I would imagine because they're pretty much forced to go for takedowns in that. So, I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Say guillotine, rear naked choke, and then armbar, shoulder bar. Another one that I will say is hard to get out as far as submission. They can get tired real fast. If you can do it, it's the kneel knot.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't know about that move.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people know like getting to the boogie choke, but the kneel knot you feel like you have more control than the boogie choke.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that definitely is.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know. Pretty sure you've gone over it before, and I should remember, but no, I can't think of it right now.
It's like the clamp guard. It's from the clamp guard, then you go to Williams guard. It's kind
Yeah.
of the same thing. So you bring the top of your hand, go the top leg. You bring your hand behind the hamstring, catch the shoulder. Then
Okay.
your bottom hand catches that far ankle on the top, and the one that's under the hamstring catch your own hand. So you make like a triangle with your hand, but you also have your leg. So your leg made like a full triangle. And so this part here of your leg faces a triangle. Behind the other guys is like a controlled posture, but it's also like this hand lays behind, this hand lays behind the leg. So whenever you're like sideways and you're just squeezing,
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
it's just often like climb guard.
Okay.
Neil
Ah,
Melson.
okay. Yeah. I think I. Yep. Yep. Okay.
This guy is also a boogeyman when it comes to grappling. He has never competed. Neil Melson.
Okay.
He's the one that the Neil Nan is about. He this name after.
Okay. Huh. He's never competed?
No. He coached. What's the name of the team in Alliance? Black Aliens and Extreme Couture. He coached Jiu-Jitsu there, but he never competed in Jiu-Jitsu.
That's crazy. I really wonder why. I guess he was too busy coaching.
Yeah, also, but also here at the daytime job, I think he's like U.S. Marshal. That's his job. Try to keep America free
Yeah.
from terrorists.
Yeah.
But he's funny. This him right here with Randy.
Okay.
That was Extreme Couture. I think he lost a toe during training. He broke it. He's like supposedly to get wire and stuff like that. He was training somebody. It's not like he had to take some time off. He said he just cut it off. He said like cut the toe off. So he's missing one of the toes. He has 9 toes.
Dang.
He's like just cut it off. Eh?
Yeah. Don't need that. Got plenty of others to replace it.
Yeah. Yeah, he's really, really good. His legs are like he has nasty triangles too. He's like a big guy, 10th planet.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to like jiu-jitsu.
I think I've watched instructional or YouTube videos of him teaching stuff before, but I didn't realize that's who it was.
Yeah. Because he had like he does like a kind of like mix of jiu-jitsu and catch wrestling.
Hmm.
It's all the move like, because I learned like the guillotine. You can catch somebody in the guillotine from like cradle. So you cradle somebody like for trying to take him down.
Mm-hmm.
So you're trying to like go for it. Most of the time you're trying to like throw a headlock. Then you grab the leg, so you kind of like cradle
Mm-hmm.
with the legs right there. Because sometimes you either try and get the leg, either trying to like sprawl stuff like that. But you can just lock the cradle right there.
Yeah,
And then you just get him on their side and you set him up until keep the cradle locked. You just let go of the leg, but keep the head and lock the guillotine while they're sitting.
yeah,
And just sit there
yeah.
on the guillotine while they're sitting. And they just stuck on their butt so they can get out of the guillotine.
Yeah, that's brutal. Yeah,
They learn
that
that from
sounds like
him.
it would really work well, but that's brutal. Hmm.
What's that?
That sounds like it would work super well.
It's one of those like those submissions that you get stuck in the position. It's hard to get out.
Yeah,
Like low roll day down, Bisping and one arm guillotine.
yep.
Then like he was on his back. Like he did a one arm guillotine from Mount.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Guillotines from Mount Arm.
Yeah.
Brutal. That's, yeah. I feel like you're gonna lose your head.
Yeah. I've seen it done from cyclotron. It's easy to finish on cyclotron, but
Mm-hmm.
from Mount, it's harder to finish it.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. I mean, I guess there would be more room to stretch out your hips from side control.
Cyclotron, you can use your body to turn into the guillotine
Mm-hmm.
to close in the guillotine.
Yeah. Hmm.
For example, if you have it right here, you just close it in, but turn it into it
Mm-hmm.
instead of like pressuring it down.
Right. Yep.
Because
Hmm.
if you are like on Mount right here, he can just get his arm this way, just look this way, and he's out of
Yeah.
the guillotine. But if you have the glove, you have a glove, MMA glove, it's hard for him to see a better grip.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
He doesn't have much space for that. But again, the next topic we want to talk about is the fighting your fears. Since we are a Halloween team, fears is a big factor in Halloween, also in MMA and in life. So we can talk about confronting fears. For example, in MMA or in Jiu-Jitsu, we practice facing our fear of failure. A lot of people,
Yep.
a lot of times we just do stuff and we allow, oh, man, I'm afraid. How many times are you going like into a competition afraid of messing up instead
Yeah.
of focusing on what you can do to win?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It seems like about every competition you're dealing with at least some of that. Um, Definitely, it's been something that I've struggled with over time. Is yeah, it's just you get that churning in your gut right before, and yeah, it's definitely it's very real. But I don't know. One reason like that. I mean, I did it for I don't know year and a half where I was competing a lot. A lot of times more than once a month. It seemed like and that helped for sure because you kind of get more used to it. But yeah, no, it's definitely a very real fear going in.
Yeah. Like one thing, like for example, my daughter, she like getting prepared for stuff like something big. I was trying to encourage her in things.
Yep.
All the like friends trying to encourage her, like, hey, don't be afraid. Like don't be afraid of like this. I'm not afraid. Like, what are you afraid of? Like, I'm afraid of failing. I'm afraid of like, and don't be afraid of that. But then like what I do, like sometimes like while competing, I'm like being like conservative
Yep.
instead of like just letting go, letting go. Because
Hmm.
like go for a score or go for broke.
Yeah, if you can do that, I mean, yeah, usually it seems like it goes better, much better if you're going for broke, if you're not playing like you're scared, but that can be hard to overcome. It's funny because it seems like a lot of different people have different methods of overcoming that. You got like Nicky Rod. Nicky Rod's got his like pre-fight rituals that he does. I can't remember what all they are. There's like a certain, I think there's like a little bit of a run or something that he does beforehand, and I don't know. He gets warmed up and he's, you know, getting in his head, and then like Craig Jones, when he talked about like what he does is he's not trying to think about fighting at all. He's like completely the opposite. He's trying to, put it all out of his head until he absolutely has to when he gets out there. But it is interesting to see. I mean, pretty opposite techniques, but both like top tier competitors. So different people got their different methods to get over it. But
yeah, results may vary of what they may work for them. One kid I used to coach, once we used to practice wrestling, and we will practice, and we will go like we will go like hard during practice. But like he will had he said he had asthma, but whenever the match will get tough, he reach for the inhaler. But during practice, he will never reach for the inhaler. Well, it doesn't matter how hard practice went, he never went for the inhaler. But when practice will get hard during actually match time,
yeah,
he reach for the inhalers. Like, dude, are you really asthmatic, or is it like a panic attack?
right.
What is going on? If either
Interesting.
practice hard enough for you to reach for the inhaler in practice, or what? What's going on?
Yeah, I mean that is interesting. I mean the mental stress of it might also affect it. You know, I
Yeah,
mean, A, you might be using more oxygen, or B, it might be, triggering whatever causes the asthma attacks. That's just interesting. I mean, it's definitely your body reacts in interesting ways when it's under stress.
yeah. Like, of course, the levels go higher. Adrenaline goes to the roof and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I want to talk about was on this topic was about how like a fear of how they use it as a strength. Like for matches, use to use doubt and like insecurity as like a strength. And actually like trying to use for cues, like things like that will like give me like, oh, this is going to happen in the match, to know like what to do in that scenario. So, like, for example, like when to kick it to the next gear. So if this happened, so make sure you kick into the next gear, or you're just gonna get stuck there. For example, you're getting snapped down, like somebody just beating you, just like keep moving, keep moving. Otherwise, like if you don't do something about it, it's gonna get even worse.
Mm-hmm.
So you like when somebody just you feel doubt, you find something like as a cue, something like this is supposed to happen. Something like going bad, this part of the equation. Not everything's going. It's a 50-50. When it comes to win or lose, he's going to win. I'm going to win. But if you're losing, make sure you're doing something about it, at least to win.
Yep,
And
that
use
makes
your
sense.
down as a fuel.
That's that's an interesting take on it. Yeah, I mean, I guess there's a few things in like yeah, kind of using the fear of failure as a. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't feel like that's what it is, but a lot of people, including myself, do better when we have like a goal or something we're working towards. So like you got a match to train for. And I mean, maybe part of that is the fear of the failure. It's kind of driving you to train, consistently so that you don't fail. It doesn't feel like that when I'm doing it. Um, I think it's more of like like I need to go because I want to do well in this. But I mean, I guess you could kind of use the fear of that to drive your training.
Yeah. I don't know you know about Tom Brands. One of the Brands brother, he's the coach for Iowa. One of his quotes whenever he was competing was, "I am extremely motivated by the strong feeling of failure." He hated
Okay,
losing. So he
extremely motivated by the strong feeling of failure.
extremely motivated, no, extremely motivated by strong hatred of losing.
Ah, okay.
He
Yep.
hated losing
Yep.
to this day, and he has a
I
twin brother.
I can only imagine that was
So
yeah.
imagine those races at home, racing each other.
Did you like when you were wrestling in college and stuff like that? Did you have any like pre-match rituals, I guess, or just things you did on the regular beforehand to try to get over your nerves?
I try to get tired. Like, always, like, our strength conditioning coach, I wish I would know more about it, but I try to get my heart rate up, so that way I know that when I get in there, that when my heart rate goes up, it's not because I'm getting tired, also it's because, like, also the jitters when you go in there,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
also, like, you know what it's like to be tired. So because when you're in that unknown, you're like, oh man, if I go like do this, take this shot, or if I do this move, I'm gonna get tired,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll have the rest of the match and do bad. But if you know what it's like to be tired from when you're tired, and you know when you go in there, or you know
Mm-hmm.
your heart rate a certain level, it's that initial just getting your heart rate up there. It's the one that's usually the feel the longest for some reason. It feels like have you
Yep.
seen a heart rate just like more just go, like goes up, and then when you like constantly just stay on there, but just going the initially going up there, you're like, oh man, I'm getting tired, but just get your heart rate up there.
Mm-hmm.
So you just like some guys they used to do like a run. Like if it's just like a one match, they go the day off. Some they do like a run, like a cardio, small cardio, 20 minutes, something like that. Yeah, they have to cut weight. It's part also like getting that first match out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Because the first match that I always been told that's the toughest one.
Mm-hmm.
So you get out of your way, you just get that junk out of the system. Your body is loose, just stretch, you loosen up around, just keep your heart rate there above 100 and just focus on what you're going to do next.
Yep.
Attacking.
Oh, that makes sense. That does. I mean, yeah. That makes so much sense. Your body's used to that situation, and it all seems less unfamiliar, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. I also stay warm too. That's a good thing too. If you stay
Yes.
warm, just break a sweat. That's what it also break a sweat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't want to go in stiff.
Yeah. There's another thing like I wish I'd known more about it because matches now is like I'm okay now. Before I was like, man, the jitters, oh man, I would I would like just when I first started doing jiu-jitsu, I used to get the jitters just from going to punk class.
Really?
They're like every week, punk class, Tuesday,
Mm-hmm.
jitters. They're wow, why is this a freaking class?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
skin is so freaking like have you heard of Belgian Malinois? The dogs,
No?
the ones that the dogs use, I mean the cops use, the little German shepherds, they're smaller Belgian.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, you feel them, they have so much energy, they feel like they're shaking.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I feel like I was inside just shaking, like just
Hmm.
for pranks. I don't know why.
Yep.
I just had the jitters like that. Like, dude, calm down, man. Freaking practice, man.
I must win.
Great freaking win. But I don't know. But not like now. It's just more calm. It feels so much better too
Yeah.
because that drop from it. Because also like the adrenaline dump is a thing too. Like it's oh man, like lactic acid is one thing, and then adrenaline dump is another one.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's a hard crash, the adrenaline dump. So, are you saying like even before classes, you would like just make sure you're warm, make sure you're moving, or
Yeah, for older people, yes, of course, yeah.
yeah,
Move around, especially moving around joints and stuff like that. Like back, like the older you get, guard game, you're growing. Like for example, for guard, man, it's gonna be shit
mm-hmm.
because the
Mm-hmm.
guard get people passing you guard, smashing your thigh.
Right,
Oh man, it sucks. And but yeah, you want to warm up. Like even on the side of the kids' class, just warm up a little bit
yeah,
before the class comes. Because also I have injuries too. You want to warm up and also stretch because you want to stretch on a cool joint. I noticed that from older people, like whenever I seen like those cardio classes, they have like I see like a local gym, those local like global gyms and stuff like that. They have classes that are like an hour long. They're like boot camp. I used to show up those classes a lunch break. I used to get my ass kicked in there. I was like, man, why am I getting my ass kicked? I see these older ladies going there like nothing, come
Yeah.
out of there and just go on the treadmills. What do I do? So what I do, they just like do all day. So they just go in there, they get on the elliptical, they warm up, stretch around. They go into boot camp class and then go on the treadmill, cool down, and then stretch, and they'll go about the day. And then it was nothing.
Mm.
They were just going freaking burning the candle both hands with flamethrowers, just during lunch break. I was just crashing at work. Said, what's going on?
That's funny. Yeah, that's really funny. So you would, is it, you said you went on lunch break?
Yeah, I used to go to like those boot camp classes. They used to have like a lunch, like a noon. Well, they have one, just 1 or 12. They used to have the gym closed now, but they used to have like around 1. I used to
Mhm.
go there during my lunch break. They work out in there
How long was that?
an
Like
hour.
just an hour? Yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that was just like circuit. So like a minute, like each station, the
Yeah.
different stuff,
Yeah.
the kettlebells and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, those are killer kinds of workouts. I mean, you can really burn some well, get a good burn going, I should say, doing
Oh
stuff like
yeah,
that.
there's as many reps as you can do in 16 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
It sucks.
Yeah. You are your own limitation in that,
Oh yeah, it feels like you're self punishing yourself at one point.
right? Yeah.
After 55 minutes, you're like, shit. Like don't even bother climbing don't even bother doing rope climbs after 55 minutes, bro.
Yeah,
You're going down.
I believe that. I believe that. 55 minutes of that's a workout.
It takes you longer to go up, like it takes you to come down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I know you've seen the video of this girl. She was doing rope climb. And I don't know who was the idiot that started to set up that rope climb on the top of the rope was hooked. So when she touched the beam, the rope came unhooked from the hook, and she was just hanging there, and the rope was hanging from her leg. She's like, ah, what I
Oh,
do?
no.
Just hanging from there.
Oh, I
The new
haven't
fear
seen that.
unlocked.
That's crazy.
What do you do 15 feet up in the air? It's like, shit,
Right? What do you do now?
I'd be scared, man.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't be about that at all. Try to like hook it back up. I don't know.
Yeah, your arms are really wore out. How do you hook it up? Your arms are sitting here on the beam. Little shit. Just slip off. Scary shit, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I said that's one of the good workouts for jiu-jitsu rope climbs.
I mean, I could see that. I could see that. What I mean, I guess using your feet would also work pretty well for it. But would you think like rope climbs trying to exclude your feet, or you think with is just as effective? Because like if you climb with just your hands, you're almost doing like pull-ups. But you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. But when you use your feet, you're probably also using your core.
That's true.
To
Yep.
bring your knees up to your chest
Hmm.
as you're coming up.
Okay.
Get a
Yeah.
full extension.
Solid. Hmm. Yeah, we did those at the gym I used to go to up in Maine. Actually, did rope climbs.
Now, if you want to come down with only hands, that's the exercise right there.
I can. Yeah. I don't think I ever did that, but that's yeah.
Yeah, because coming down, going up, it's easier with just like it's easier than coming down. But coming down
Hmm.
just hands, try to catch yourself, miss one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a good one because that's what I learned. Like that's what I teach you like how to do like pull-ups. You
Hmm.
just coming down, descending pull-ups, and then just jumping up.
Okay. Hmm.
So you gain resistance.
Yeah. Those. Yeah. But I mean, like we kind of talked about at the beginning, I feel like those nightmare training sessions are definitely something that helps at least me, get over fears of competition. You know, if you know you can bring yourself to the edge like that and really push yourself, then the competition seems less dramatic, less scary, for sure.
Oh yeah, just like Rocky. He used to like you see those Rocky movies how he will train like a freaking maniac
Mm-hmm.
to be the Russian or whoever it was.
Yeah.
You just go like crazy, just train hard. So
Mm-hmm.
the harder you train, the easier the competition will be because you just used to just being
Right.
able to grind that like that. And you don't
Mm-hmm.
know how much your competitor is willing to grind. Sometimes some of the competitors like in Jiu-Jitsu, they don't do the extra mile as far as like strength and conditioning, or they might not have the partners to go that hard,
Mm-hmm.
or they may rely on other things like athleticism.
Yep.
And like for example, you talk about like last week, the one before that one, there were some people that you saw that they will increment their jujitsu because they were so good, but eventually they stopped doing it. And then you just now that you go against them because they stopped doing it for so long, now you just ask them
Yep.
because they just rely on those things.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You see
100%.
that's some of the people like in life too. They just like when they have challenges, like they have things coming like so easily. Going and others they got older, they got challenges, and then you see
Mm-hmm.
like, man, what happened to you now? This challenge happens and you just derail me.
Yep.
And they don't have to overcome challenges.
I mean, that's no doubt. I mean, there's a lot of people that kind of almost get a little bit spoiled with how easy things come, and then once things really get hard, it's a whole different ballgame that they're not used to anymore.
Oh
They're
yeah.
not used to the mental aspect of it.
I can't remember who. See, something a statistic that the majority of the kids that the parents have like wealth, most of them don't make it past their 30s.
Really?
See, because they're not used to how to like make their own wealth, how to profit themselves and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have to like do well in life.
Yep. Yep.
They don't have a drive.
Oh, right. Yeah. There was no motivation to learn the fundamentals. So then they get into it. Huh.
And
That's
also
interesting.
they go the easy way, like for example, like drugs and other things
Yeah.
that like sure what you call gratification and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Also like they just derail themselves into a bad road and they just end up bad way.
Mm-hmm.
They just like short their lifespan because of those decisions.
No, yeah. I, I mean, I guess it's believable, but
That's why important to have a tough life and it's important to have challenges.
mm-hmm. Yeah. Too easy is not beneficial.
Yes. And also it is good to have challenges and overcome them because in life, if you're able to like overcome challenges, you have advantage on those that don't have to overcome challenges. For example, those if you overcome challenges like, oh man, life has fucking suck for me growing up, or when you recall other people that you see, oh, they have everything given to them, like, oh, I have advantage because I'm be able to overcome this.
Mm-hmm.
I always have this saying, I'm like corn. Doesn't matter how much shit you put me through, I still gonna come out the same. So if I have the advantage of being resilient, like that, use that as your advantage. As
Yeah.
shitty as that might have been, like traumatic as it may have been,
Mm-hmm.
that's you can use that as your advantage. That
Yeah.
you're able to be resilient to
Mm-hmm.
overcome.
Yep. No, I agree 100%. Cat is trying to break into my room right now.
Because those training sessions, man, they are so important. And just in life, it's important to
Mm-hmm.
have tough challenges
Yep.
because
Yep.
they'll make you better.
Yeah. It's kind of like, in a way, it's almost like an artificial uh event, artificial um hurdle to overcome. You're forcing your body into something that it didn't think it wanted to do, didn't think it should have to do, but then prove to yourself that you can do it. So yeah.
It's like it also is like um what you call the like you dopamine, like you get a shot of dopamine after you overcome certain challenge with it, like really,
Mm-hmm.
really hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, man, I was able to get this done.
Yep.
There's something about the whenever your lungs are burning and you sweat, you're stripping, and you're like, fuck, yeah, I'm done with that.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's something that comes with time though. Like the first couple times, I don't think it feels like that.
Yeah,
You learn that that feels good.
yeah. He's like, he's trying to make it to the. What the fuck did I sign up for?
Yeah.
I'm not even fucking competing or anything. I didn't do sports.
Yeah.
But eventually, just a little kindle, just a little spark, just start the fire
Hmm.
from within.
That's how I feel like with a lot of the competitions I get into is like leading up to it. I don't know. I don't like the nervousness beforehand. Like you start thinking like why do I sign up for this? Why do I do this? And then afterwards it's like, all right, that was pretty fun. I'll do that again. That was good.
Oh yeah,
But
and the anticipation is so much stressful than the event itself.
yeah, it's 100%. Yeah. Usually when you like slap bump and start going, the nervousness goes away usually. Uh,
Yeah, you would think you're going to death row.
right? Yes.
You so much anxiety is no look.
Yep.
They
Yep.
should do they should
Yeah.
do like a picture of like people like competitors. Is this a competitor going to a world competition or is this a person in death row? So which you can guess which
Yeah,
was which.
you're right. Yeah.
Feels like that.
Measure all your critical conditions there. See which one are you going towards? That'd be cool.
Yeah, it depends how much you train too.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you want to do the other one like the haunted, or do you want to do that one like skip that one of the warriors?
Oh, I mean, I think I mean, there's a lot to talk about, but I mean, if you're down, let's do it.
Okay, and the next one is going to be the haunted history of like as far as like martial arts and the rules of martial arts in various cultures of where cultures and far as sometimes appear as mythologized as supernatural beings. Is it mythologized as I say?
Mythologized, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So there are a couple of examples that I was able to pull up. Like for example, the samurai and the oni in Japan. The samurai warrior were known for their honor, combat skills, and strict code of Bushido. However, some samurai were mythologized as near supernatural beings, almost like demons in human form. They were often compared to oni, the fearsome demons of Japanese folklore, due to their seemingly invincible nature in battle. I wonder if that's what they wore those masks during there. Remember the ones I was talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Stories of samurai with superhuman abilities, such as ability to defeat entire armies single-handedly or continue fighting despite grievous injuries, help cement their legendary status. Famous samurai like Miyamoto Musashi were almost mythologized as ghostly or invincible figures in Japanese history. Otherwise, in China will be the Shaolin monks and the immortality. The Shaolin monks were known for their incredible martial arts skill, were often believed to possess supernatural powers due to their intense physical and mental training. Shaolin Kung Fu was seen as a way to achieve not only physical mastery but also spiritual enlightenment, leading some to believe that Shaolin monks could transcend normal human limits. Legends say that Shaolin monks could perform feats of strength and endurance that border on the miraculous, such as walking on walls or balancing on a single finger. Some were even believed to achieve a form of immortality through their rigorous spiritual practices. Hmm. You see something like on those movies that are talking about like the kung fu,
Yeah. Yeah.
like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Tiger. Wasn't it that one? It's an old school movie.
I don't think I saw that one.
It's an old movie, something like that. They were like like fighting on bamboo sticks. They're like climbing on bamboo sticks. That's like balancing each other.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. Now, they were considered savages were the Vikings berserkers in
Yeah.
Norse mythology. The Vikings berserkers were feared for their uncontrollable rage and brutal fighting techniques. In Norse mythology, these warriors were said to channel the power of wolves and bears in battle, entering a trance-like state where they became impervious to pain and possessed superhuman strength. These berserkers were often thought to be touched by the gods, particularly Odin, god of war and wisdom, making them a terrifying force on the battlefield. They fell with such fury they were considered more beasts than men, sometimes likened to mythical creatures. And the next one will be the Aztecs. Will be Mesoamerica. The Aztec Jaguar and Eagle warriors were elite military orders who were revered and feared for their ferocity in battle. The Jaguar warriors in particular wore the pelts of jaguars into battle, symbolizing their connection to the powerful predator. I wonder if that's why Hera, sometimes he like paint himself like that.
Hmm. Yeah, I wonder what his original bloodline is from.
Yeah, but he's from the Amazon. It's not. I don't think it would be the Aztec because Aztec is
I
usually
wouldn't
Mexican.
think. I wouldn't think, but I'm sure it's something similar.
Yeah, something like similar there. That's sort of the mythology. And these warriors were believed to embody the spirit of the animals they represented. Some legends said that they could call upon these animal spirits to strengthen for strength and speed, blurring the lines between human and beast and becoming almost mythical themselves. In Africa, they have the Zulu warriors and the ancestral spirits. The Zulu
Hmm.
warriors in southern Africa were renowned for their military techniques and fearless in battle. Many Zulu warriors were believed to have blessings from their ancestors, who were said to grant them strength and protection on the battlefield. These warriors were often thought to be guided by ancestral spirits and could enter a trance-like state during battle, gaining supernatural strength and invulnerability. The combination of physical skill and spiritual belief made them fearsome and almost otherworldly to their enemies. I wonder if that's where they got the idea for Black Panther.
Hmm.
I've seen Black
I
Panther
wonder. Hmm.
where they do a lot of rituals like to the ancestors. They go into the tree.
Yeah, I wonder. I wonder if that's. I mean, it would make sense.
Yeah. Maybe it's
Hmm.
a homage to the tribe, like the type of warriors. Another one that we have heard of a lot of schools use them as mascots, the Spartans, and the myth of the invisibility. Ancient Greece, Spartan warriors were legendary for discipline and prowess in battle. When they were human, their dedication to martial training and their ethos of never retreating made them seem invincible in the eye of their enemies. The famous stand of the 300 Spartans at the Battle of Thermopylae is often mythologized with accounts of these warriors fighting as they were godlike or immortal, bolstered by the belief that they were protected by the gods themselves. Next one is the ninjas. For some reason, they got a bad rap. Ninjas, they were like thieves or something because
Hmm.
sometimes they were sneaky like, but they considered
They
supernatural.
were. They were like essentially.
Yes,
Yep.
yeah,
Kind
in
of like
Japan.
a resistance force more than anything.
What's that?
Kind of a resistance force more than anything.
Yeah, the ninja in Japan they were shrouded in mystery and often mythologized as possessing supernatural abilities. In folklore, ninjas were said to have powers such as invincibility, shape-shifting, and control over elements. The ability to move silently, disappear in the shadows, assassinate enemies without being seen led many to believe ninjas had otherworldly skills capable of magic or sorcery. Next one, the Bandits of Moon. This is probably where Gabi Garcia's blood lineage come from, the Amazons. This is from the Amazon.
And
You know those Amazon, the women, like for example, Wonder Woman?
Yeah.
The Amazon were a tribe of fierce female warriors in Greek mythology, believed to be nearly invisible in battle. These warrior women were often portrayed as having superhuman strength and skill, suppressing male warriors and even taking on gods in combat. Their legacy as fierce fighters has endured through myth and legends, and some historians believe that they have been inspired by real Scythian women warriors, further mythologizing their existence. I wonder, have you ever seen Thor, Ragnarok?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if you've seen the Valkyries, the woman army.
Yes.
I wonder they inspired from this in the Amazon.
The Valkyries, they came from Norse mythology.
Okay,
They were the ones that after a battle they would come and take the souls of the good fighters. Anybody who died fighting and fought well got taken back to Valhalla by the Valkyries.
where does the song come from?
What was that?
Does the song come from? Have you heard the song? The Flying Valkyrie.
I don't know.
It's like a famous song, but it's like an old school song. I'm like, Go with the Wind. I don't know. This is a version of it. That's the file of the Valkyries. This song.
Huh. Interesting. I'd heard it before, but I don't know. Maybe that is what it is.
And the last one. Now, this were the real savages. If you haven't listened to it, you have to listen to the Rise and Fall of the Khans by I can remember his name right now. Hardcore History Dan Carlin.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about the Mongols.
Yeah.
The Mongol horde, and the spirit of the wolf in Central Asia. The Mongol warriors under leaders like Genghis Khan were feared throughout Asia, Europe for their devastating military campaigns. Some Mongols were believed to be descended from the spirit of the wolf, powerful and revered animal in their culture. These warriors were thought to have mystical connections to nature and the spirits of steam, making them almost supernatural in their ability to strike fear into their enemies and conquer vast lands. They said that Genghis Khan killed more people on horseback than Hitler did with war tanks.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I know he was a brutal guy, and that they brutalized a lot of places. But wow, that's crazy.
How long did he do it for? How do you even look at that? He confirmed kills. How many men did Genghis Khan? Because they say he like almost changed the footprint of the world. Like to this day, they like in Asia, 10% of the people still have his gene of Genghis Khan.
Really?
That's how much influence. Yeah. Let me see. According to Britannica, I say he killed 40 million people
40 million?
on a horseback.
Yeah, it was that many.
Yeah.
Yeah, no wonder. No wonder they weren't very well liked.
Yeah. Genghis Khan conquest was the death of roughly 40 million people, especially impacting China. And there that is known is not Iran. So man, how far is that?
It's a long ways
How far is that?
from Iran to India, or from Iran to
Yeah.
China.
Yeah.
That's a huge area, I think.
I'm gonna see, put in the map, see how far it is from each other. As a visual. Damn. China's right here. Iran's all over
Mm-hmm.
here.
Well, if you look up Genghis Khan Empire or Mongol Empire, that pulls up some pretty unreal.
This one?
I just went to images, and there's some that'll pop up there that are
You just click on the map.
yeah, okay, yeah, there you go.
Damn,
That's
just red.
insane.
He's responsible for Kazakhstan library there too.
Really?
Yeah. The water was like black from all the ink. Yeah.
That's crazy. Huh. I
He got
it,
after it.
yeah, I'd say so, yeah. My gosh.
What's his real name?
Genghis Khan? What is his
Uh-huh.
real name? I don't know.
That's Temujin, son of that.
Really?
What's his? I can't remember what his real name was.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Temujin
Temujin? Yeah, that was his real name.
means of iron or
For
blacksmith.
some reason, I think his first Shoji was his brother. Yeah, he was his older half brother.
He started out killing. Just kept doing it, I guess.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know that he lived for 65 years.
He killed that many people.
Yeah, damn, that's scary. Scary.
Yeah.
For this scary Halloween episode, we have Genghis Khan, the real
As
monster.
the scariest monster out there.
Yeah, what's the cause of death?
He choked on his own blood from a nosebleed, I think.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
No. Wait, who am I thinking of? Did he not? I thought he did. Who am I thinking of? Trying to figure it out.
Maybe Alexander the Great?
Attila the Hun. He did. That's what I was thinking of. Dang. Well, that's in summary, the Mongolian Empire is not not something to mess with. Is
I don't know, right? Well, they have a biker club named after them, the Mongols.
killed that many people.
Yeah, 40 millions on horseback. But that's a lot of years too.
True. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you'd have to. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, that's insane.
They Europe got so lucky too.
They didn't go farther into it.
Was it?
That he didn't go like farther into it. You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they said I think it was Alexander the Great when he was conquering people. He thought he'd conquered all of the world, but he didn't realize China was like not that far away from what he'd explored, but he never found it. Apparently,
Yeah.
apparently he got pissed off because he conquered everything he could find and thought he'd conquered the world, but it was still China,
Damn.
not too far away.
He had Google back then.
Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand what he was missing.
The only reason Genghis Khan returned was because the food was shitty in Europe. So he returned.
Uh-huh.
The only
Yeah,
reason
right. Yeah.
shitty food in Europe, I don't like it. You
Yeah,
know,
that's gross. Turn around. Horses don't like it either.
they say that they used to drink a lot, some of their horses to stay alive during the desert.
Nah, I've heard of that. I've heard the people that have like reindeer way up north, they do that.
Drink the blood of reindeer?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Santa's gonna be pissed.
No
Guess we,
presents for them at all.
yeah, I guess we just joined the Nautilus. Damn. Yeah, man, they were scary, man. Can you imagine living back then? They said they used to like, I think it was like a, I can't remember, like 60-pound bow.
Yep.
They used to shoot bird out of the sky on horseback. That's how
Mm-hmm.
good they were shooting.
I've heard some pretty crazy stuff. Apparently, they've done some studying. They used to hold like 3 arrows in one hand, and I watched a thing on it actually. They were supposed to be able to shoot 3 arrows in like 1.5 seconds, something like that.
Damn, that was a standard.
Yep, that was the standard for a good fighter, and the really good fighters could do it in under a second.
Damn.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, you're screwed if they're coming after you.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I mean, he's sitting with a stick. I can't wait till they get here so I can hit him with this stick. They just,
Yeah. Yep.
it's 3 arrows, hit you back to back, like Robin Hood. It's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, but I think that much covers like for the
Mm-hmm.
episode for Halloween. So do you have anything else?
Nope. I think that covers it pretty well.
Okay. Did you close it or you want to close it?
Uh, I'll let you go ahead and close it. You had that list that I need to get, but of
Okay.
the
Okay. Proceed. Thank you again for listening. Again, for Man Matters podcast. Make sure you follow and subscribe. If you want to listen to the podcast, you can listen to it on iTunes, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio. But if you want to see the visual, it's a Spotify and YouTube. Also, they have a audio version in YouTube Music. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram. They also have a Twitter too. Twitter and on Instagram is Man Matters Spot. It's right here on our for the handle, and on Facebook is Man Matters Podcast. Well, thank you for listening again.
thank you
Peace.
guys.